Paddy's review. My review, the weekend's Premier League games starting on Friday night, Southampton and Aston Villa. Uh, a brilliant finish by Armstrong, brilliant goal. Southampton are on a great run. They've got some great results lately against Leeds, Burnley, Villa, Watford. And if you want to be a mid-table team in the Premier League, you need to beat the teams in and around you. And Southampton have done that really well over the last few weeks. But for Villa, they they're conceding too many chances, not scoring enough goals. That's what they're struggling at the moment. I thought El Ghazi should have been sent off because it was a dive and he should have got a second yellow. But still a bit hard that Dean Smith was sacked because they're still Villa are finding it hard without Jack Grealish, and I think Dean Smith should have been given more time. Not sure who they're going to get now. On Sunday, Manchester United against Man City, the Manchester Derby. Manchester United were chasing shadows. A lot of people both on TV and online have had a lot of comments about United, but I think they're just lack of work rate, lack of attitude, lack of appetite to close people down, to chase back. Look at Bruno Fernandes for the first goal, you know, like only half jogging back. When you watch Kevin De Bruyne, Mo Salah, they sprint back, they play like long knee players, the ball. And the second goal, Luke Shaw hesitating. I just think that's something that either Solskjaer, the management, should be drilled into the players, that you have to have great work rate. You have to be uh not hesitate, like be alert on the ball all the time. Have the attitude, have the uh appetite of 110%, that you want to. You don't just need it because you're playing Manchester United. You want to play well, and I think that's one of the problems at the moment. Plus, they're all big egos. You just expect, we're grand, we're getting paid big money, we don't care, and that's another problem as well. But at the moment, they're finding it very hard to create chances in the big games. You look at there against City, they couldn't get near City, and I think they have a problem up front because they're trying to fit everybody in, and they don't know the best formation. You look, is it Rashford, is it Greenwood, is it Ronaldo? Jaden Santo, he's probably thinking, I should have stayed at Dortmund because I was getting a game at Dortmund. I'm not getting it now. And even when he plays, they're playing their position. They're playing on the left, he should be playing the right. And then Donny van de Beek comes on against Man City. So strange because he's been out in the cold for so long. And you look at the hay, and people are questioning for the second goal. The first hat, he made 5 saves. He's been brilliant for United this season. United's best player, arguably. The amount of games he's kept in the game. So a bit harsh, to be honest. Um, where do United go from here? It's hard to know. Like, either they do go back to basic and try and shut up shop, then people be saying, they're not conceding goals, but they're not scoring. I think United's approach at the moment is, we just turn up, we be grand. That doesn't work in football. They don't have a structure, they don't have a game plan, they don't have a way of playing, and that all needs to be sorted out in the near future. And you look at the next few games for United at the international break, they play Watford away, Chelsea away, Arsenal home, Crystal Palace at home. And it's very hard to see United win any of them games at the moment, the way they're playing. I just think their confidence is rock bottom after what happened against Liverpool at home. And it takes a lot to build that back up. But you look at City, and if you want to know how to beat a back three/back five, look at the way City played on Saturday. They were absolutely unbelievable. Some of the crossfield passes from Walker to Cancelo was unbelievable. Cancelo is one of the best fullbacks in Europe at the moment. He got 3 assists in Champions League game, 2 more last weekend. Brilliant player at the moment. And going forward, like, they've some brilliant players, De Bruyne and uh, Gabriel Jesus. He works very hard for the team. Look at Foden, he played very well, nearly scored a brilliant goal. But I thought City were really impressive without the ball. The way they closed people down, the way they hunted in packs, the appetite they had to win the ball back straight away. And I think that's something United need to take a leap out of City's book, because if United want to improve, that's something they need to work on. And just watch City because they do it brilliantly. That's one of the reasons why City are ahead of United. Also, the other reason is the gulf in class between the players that City have on the pitch. United is huge, and United are a million miles away from closing the gap to City, to be honest. But like, something needs to happen now. They need to make a decision on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Is he the right man for the job? I don't know. I think it's a combination of players. Some players are good enough. Other players think they're bigger than the club. Also, I think that Solskjaer, he's a good manager, but if United want to go to the next level and have aspiration of winning titles and going for a Champions League, I think they need a more experienced manager. But it will be interesting to see what happens in the next weeks and months. But they have a tough job in their hands getting top four because of with Arsenal playing so well, and the three teams ahead of them, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, and even West Ham playing well. So need to get their skates on. The 3 o'clock match is a great win for Norwich. They finally get the first win of the season. Tinu Pukki was scored a good goal. If Norwich have any chance of staying up, he needs to start scoring for them. And I'm surprised that Daniel Farker got sacked because the whole timing of it was strange, to be honest. The other 3 o'clock games, Crystal Palace, another brilliant home win. They've had a great week beating both City and Wolves. Conor Gallagher has been outstanding for them since he signed in the summer. And also Chelsea, Burnley. Chelsea didn't take the chances. Chelsea created so many chances in the match, but just weren't clinical enough. And that's something you need to do if you want to win the Premier League. But fair play to Burnley. They stuck in there. They didn't crack. They didn't fall down. They didn't stop playing. And a brilliant result for Burnley, and that will kickstart their season. The halfway match, talking about teams being dominant. Brighton were so dominant in the first half against Newcastle, and it should have been 2-3 nil at half time. Didn't take their chances and then got punched in the second half. A brilliant header by Kieran Clark for Newcastle's equaliser, and Eddie Howe will be happy that Newcastle showed fight and character in the second half. On Sunday, there was 4 games. Arsenal, Watford, a good win for Arsenal. When you get goals allowed, sometimes you lose your head, you lose your discipline, you start putting in nasty tackles. But a fair bit of Arsenal, they stuck at it. Brilliant to see Smith Rowe scoring again. I really enjoy watching him play, and he's been one of Arsenal's best players over the last year and a half. Watford will be disappointed at the goal that Arsenal scored, with how Arsenal get the ball back to Watford. But good win for Arsenal. Arteta has really turned Arsenal around over the last couple of months. That's a good example of sticking with a manager. After losing the first 3 games, you couldn't say this. Oh, you might sack our manager, but fair play to Arsenal. They stuck with him, and they're getting their rewards of it now. Fifth place. Only a few points out of the top four, so he's doing a great job. The other games on Sunday, Antonio Conte will be happy that Spurs got a clean sheet and they have something to build on going to the next few matches. And I think also Rafa Benitez will be happy that they stopped the rot of conceding goals. So I think both teams are happy with a draw. Leeds and Leicester, this was one of Leeds' best performances of the season so far. They're back to their best high energy pressing, passing the ball around really well. Rafinha scores again. He is Leeds' best player, and they need to keep him fit. Calvin Phillips will be disappointed he didn't score. He had a great chance in the match. I do think Leeds will climb the table. They will get better as the season goes on, but they'll be disappointed that they can't play Spurs until the week after next, because I think they want to play now. They're playing so well yesterday. But for Leicester, good to see Harry Barnes scoring again. He's a brilliant player, and they need to keep him fit because he was missed last season. The half-hour match, this is why we love the Premier League. West Ham and Liverpool was a brilliant game, end to end, both teams scoring. I didn't think it was a foul on Alisson. I thought your man was entitled to go with the ball. A few weeks ago when Brighton played Man City, Man City's first goal was similar to that, and they gave it. So I think it was the right decision. Trent Alexander-Arnold scored a brilliant goal, brilliant free kick. He's brilliant at free kicks and crosses, but he is running at the back, as you see in the second half for West Ham's goals. Bowden has really come alive for West Ham the last few weeks, like 2 assists at the weekend. Also, Kurt Zouma scores the winning goal for West Ham. A lot of people were surprised when he moved from Everton, but good signing for them. West Ham are now third place in the league. West Ham fans must be pinching themselves because David Moyes has really rejuvenated his managerial career, and West Ham can go to the top. Why not? Leicester won the league. If Leicester win the league, West Ham win the league, so there's no difference. But for Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp be disappointed that Mane missed that sitter at the end of the match, which would have been 3-3. And also, how open they were at the back. Van Dijk made some brilliant interceptions, but they were very open, very easy to get counter attacked, and the way they conceded some of the set piece goals. I think Jurgen Klopp will be disappointed with that, but Liverpool will still be there and thereabouts at the end because they are brilliant going forward. Premier League takes a break now because of the international break, but I hope you enjoyed it so far. Thank you.